Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. So I made a tier list video 2 days ago, and I had a lot of different champions that were secret sauce champions, okay? And Mundo was one of them. Mundo support I'm talking to you guys about. And there's one particular draft where you can pick Mundo support. I mean, obviously if you need a tank, but secondly, the most important one, if you're against a Thresh. This is the only champion you want to pick Mundo support against. Only against a Thresh. And I want you guys to put this in your head, okay? Only Thresh. And then I want you guys to remember me the next time the enemy picks Thresh in the draft. I want you guys to remember me and try it yourselves. Don't try it yet. Watch this video first and then give it a try. This is a pick that I found myself. I gave it a try myself because I really thought, like, what if I just pick Mundo support? Because sometime an enemy picked Thresh. This was like a year ago. And I was like, man, Mundo really makes a lot of sense here because we needed a tank. And I didn't want to pick like Alistar or Blitzcrank. I was like, let me just try Mundo support. From that game on, I realized Mundo demolishes Thresh. Like, not even close. There is not a single way a Thresh will ever win against a Mundo. You'll see during the gameplay. But first I'm going to explain to you guys how to build Mundo. There's timestamps in the description if you just want to skip through the gameplay. The Mundo support build is the exact same as the top lane build. You start off with a Sunfire Aegis. This is a core item. If you're against heavy AD, you can build a Searing Crown. However, I don't know. I don't really like it as much. Of course, it kind of makes sense with your second ability. You know, it bursts everything around you. But I really don't like it as much as opposed to like going for another tank item. Sunfire Aegis is a bit better because it just burns enemies around you and your basic attacks will hurt a lot more. Like, this is a perfect item for Mundo. For the boots, you either go for plated steel caps or mercury threads. One of the two. You need magic resist, you go mercury threads. You need armor, you go plated steel caps. Then, second item, completely situational. Don't go for Deadman's Blade, not worth it. Mundo is already super fast in teamfights. Don't go for any sort of AD item like Death's Dance, Derek's Gage, not worth it. Warmog, not worth it. Like, I know a lot of Mundos built this item. I know I used to build it at some point. Totally not worth it. Your ultimate is literally going to be on like an auto cooldown or like 20-second cooldown late game. You don't need Warmog. As a support, perhaps you could go for the Ishtali Sea Jar. However, this item is kind of trash, so also don't go for it. Now we come at the normal items. Frozen Heart, Thornmail, Randuin's Omen, Spirit Visage. These are items you do want to go on Mundo. You know, if you need magic resist, Spirit Visage is the #1 item you need to build. If you need armor, you take a look. Do I need anti-heal? Boom! You go for the Thornmail. Does the enemies have a lot of crit? Boom! Randuin's Omen. Does the enemies have attack speed rather than crit? Boom! Frozen Heart. That's how you decide what's going to be your second item. Third item, you also have to decide, okay, do I just want to become unkillable? And does the enemy have sustained damage or burst damage? If the answer is they have burst damage, then you're gonna need some sort of a tanky item like the items that I mentioned before. You know, Spirit Visage, Thornmail, etc., etc. You're just gonna build another one of them. But if the enemies have sustained damage, and also, like, even if they don't, if you're just a good Mundo, you can go Armor on Twin Guard, third item. Don't go for the second item, it's not really worth it, but third item you can go Armor on Twin Guard. Reason being is because as long as you just hit your first ability once on the enemy, you're going to be able to get your Armor on Twin Guard up in a fight. You hit it once, and 3 seconds later you go right into the fight. Because this item takes like 5 seconds to get out of combat. So you can just hit your first ability once and go right into the fight and you're immediately going to have the Armor on Twin Guard passive. If you need to do damage, you go for Divine Sunderer. This is one of the most disgusting items you can go for on Mundo. I never see Mundos build this item for some weird reason, even though it's one of the most broken Mundo items I've ever seen. I always build this item, whether it is my third item, even second item some games by the way, fourth item, it doesn't matter, I built this item. You will do so much damage, so much, especially if the enemies are tanky, but they don't really even have to be tanky. It will do a lot of damage anyways. It gives you 25 ability haste, it gives you 400 max health, and it gives you the Sheen passive, which does crazy damage and heal you up as well. And especially combined with the Spirit Visage, this item is phenomenal to increase your healing even more. So these are the core items for Mundo. For the enchantment, always Stoneplate, always. And the way you want to use Stoneplate, as a Mundo, you're not gonna die in a 1v1 or 1v2 situation very easily, but when you're in a 1v3 situation, you know the enemies caught you, instant Stoneplate, because in a 1v3 situation, the Stoneplate is gonna be 200% stronger, which means a shield that's 3 times bigger than the normal one. It's massive, absolutely massive. You're gonna be able to tank up infinite damage. For the runes, I've thought about this one, you know, Ari doesn't make sense, Fleet Footwork doesn't make sense. Even in the support role, you go for Grasp of the Undying. And here I found that the Resolve tree is generally the best, because Font of Life is really, really good. Courage of the Colossus is not gonna work, unfortunately, on Mundo. It can only work if you kill an enemy with your third ability, which is almost never gonna happen. But Font of Life is like super duper duper good on Mundo support. Second rune, Second Wind. Very, very good as well in the Dragon lane. Because in the Dragon lane, you're gonna get bullied by the enemy ADC. Like, sure, Thresh is not gonna bully you, because you're only picking Mundo into Thresh, but the enemy ADC can bully you. But Second Wind, easy peasy survivability in lane, especially combined with your passive already. With the Second Wind, like, you don't get bullied. Third rune, this is the most important one, or fourth rune I should say, the Overgrowth rune, baby. You're gonna be absolutely unkillable in the late game. Absolutely unkillable. Never go for Perseverance, by the way, because your passive already kind of stops CC. Always Overgrowth. And then as your last rune, I like to go for the Demolish one, because, you know, even though in the Dragon lane it's not gonna be as good as in the top lane, because you're laning against two enemies, I still like to go for Demolish. It's just very, very nice. And honestly, there's really no other rune that would be good on Mundo, in my opinion. Like, Triumph is not really worth it either. So yeah, that's it for the runes. And for the spells, you go for Ignite and Flash. That is it for the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Alright, on to the gameplay. Can I get a hashtag secret sauce in the comments, by the way, guys? Do you guys want to see the secret sauce picks or not? Because this is a secret sauce pick. You know, and remember when I told you secret sauce picks, that is stuff like Kayn top lane. Talking about Kayn top, we have a Kayn top lane in this game. I didn't even realize. Oh my god. We have a Kayn top lane. So, do you guys want to see secret sauce picks? If yes, then hashtag secret sauce. But look, let's look. I just want you guys to look at how I'm trading with this Thresh, okay? This was not a good trade. However, I'm gonna come out ahead of it. Because I heal up. Look, I hit him. I'm not playing this well. I wanna make it clear, I'm not playing this one well. My Ashe was able to bully the Thresh as well, but I really did not play this well. I got to a very low amount of HP. I didn't play this well at all. I'm not a perfect human being. I make mistakes. I want to share something real quick with you guys. I don't know if you can see, but I absolutely cried my eyes out like half an hour ago. I was on Instagram. I saw a video, and this video, oh my god, it broke me. It was a video. If you're in a good mood right now, you don't want to get into a sad mood, I suggest you to skip like 30 seconds ahead. I saw a video of like a very young mother with her little daughter. The daughter was like 3 years old or something. The daughter had a brain tumor. She had brain cancer. And she made this video of her and her daughter. Her daughter, half of her face was paralyzed. And this was a day before the daughter would die, this video. And oh my god, it's so sad. And the daughter just told her mother, I love you. But she told it in a way like, I love you. You know, she couldn't move half of her face. And the mother was like, what are you saying? The daughter was like laying on her mother's lap. And then the daughter stood up to have like a bit of a better position for her mouth. And she was like, I love you. And the mother understood, and she was holding tears, man. And like the fact that she died the day after. And then the mother sung for her. She would always sing like, I love you. Oh my god, that stuff makes a grown man cry. I swear to god, what a cruel world we live in. And man, I'm gonna kiss my mother and like, extra tomorrow just for that. Oh my god, wow, like that stuff. Whew. Damn, it hurts. But let's focus on the gameplay right now. I'm not playing well. I just want to emphasize again, I am not playing this lane well. Normally, when you play Mundo into Thresh, like if I don't take these stupid trades that I'm doing, literally all you have to do against the Thresh, when he steps up to your ADC, you body block, because he cannot hook you. And when he steps up, you throw your first ability at him. The reason that it always works is when Thresh throws his hook, you know, he does this little fling, like, he stands still. What does this mean? Whenever he uses his first ability, Thresh, you can just auto-aim your first ability. It's fast enough to always hit him. Regardless of the range, if you're fast enough with it, it will always hit him. Always. Literally always. And this way, if you body block the hooks, if you auto-aim your first ability like that, you will always come out ahead. Literally always. And also you can use the minions with your third ability to push them into the enemy. Right here, look, I need to body block. Like, I'm not body blocking, you see? I'm not playing it correctly. Again, like, I'm making a mistake. I'm explaining to you guys how to play it, but I'm not even playing it correctly. But yet again, I want to share with you guys the videos where I, play badly as well. So you guys can see, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. So I have very bad games. Like, this death was my fault. I should have body blocked the Ash arrow. Mundo hard counters Ash arrow. I should have body blocked the Jin route. Should have body blocked it. My Ash would have survived, and I'm 99% sure we would have won that fight. This is fine. I died, but Ash killed the Thresh. She got a better bounty, so this was totally worth the trade for us. This was totally worth it. Now this was a little bit better. Also, guys, I am doing a skin giveaway for August. I'm giving away 4 skins, and all you have to do to enter is put down a comment under the video. And if you're enjoying these little secret sauce videos, make sure you give it a like. It really, really supports my YouTube channel a lot when you give videos a like. So I appreciate it a lot when you guys do that. So if you want to do it, make sure you give the video a like. Also, no, not also. I was gonna say follow me on Kick, because I'm gonna stream on Kick a lot. But I'm probably gonna forget to put a link to it in my description. So I should not mention it. Oh man. Also, I did a clean shave this time. Look, it's a clean shave. I'm gonna grow back my beard, by the way. This is not gonna be a permanent look, but it's just pretty funny. Not like the beard is, or the mustache is funny, isn't it? It's not gonna be a permanent look though. But I'm enjoying the ride, the mustache ride. Let's take a look. I do remember at some point I started playing a lot better in this game. At some point I was like, okay, I need to relax. I don't have to step up, because as a Mundo, you don't have to step up. Like, the only moment I should step up to the wave is when I can push a minion into the enemies, because this way I'll be able to outrate them. Right here you can see this is another good aspect of Mundo support. You can bully enemies with your first ability. You can just bully them, like just step up a little bit and try to hit them. If you don't hit them, it's okay. Like, look, I'm not hitting everything. In fact, I'm missing like 70% of them right now. It's like, look, see, now I'm playing correctly. I'm stepping up to the minions and I'm smashing them onto the enemies. Boom, I hit. You see, all you have to do is just hit once. And look, right now, aggression. When you reach level 5, you show them aggression. And I can guarantee you that unless you're laning against a Draven, you will win every 2v2 against a Thresh plus an ADC. Because you are so much stronger than a Thresh. Because the whole point of Thresh is he engages and all-ins, right? And the whole point of a Mundo is that he can survive these engages. So even when your ADC dies, you will likely be able to win the 1v2 afterwards with your ultimate. This is the whole point of Mundo support, guys. Of course, it's a good champion by itself, but like, if you ask me, but Hells, how do I win lane? This is how you win lane. You poke the enemies with your first ability, the Thresh mainly. You poke the Thresh. Oh my god, I did a beautiful engage right here. I'm using my, and also, yeah, let me first explain. You poke the enemies, you step up to the minion wave, and use your third ability to push minions into the enemies. And that's it. No reason to get close to the enemies like I did early on in this game to take damage. There's no reason to play like I did early game. That was a mistake. And I want to emphasize that it was a really, really big mistake, because Mundo does not win that. You don't want to take those continuous shorter trades, because the enemies are going to win that. You want to poke. Just poke. And that's it. Either poke or all in. But not necessarily you all in. You wait for the Thresh to all in. Okay? The enemy Thresh all-ins you, because at some point it will happen, right? The Thresh will hit a hook on you or on your ADC. At some point it will happen. And the Thresh will follow through. And that is the moment where you're like, boom, this is my fight. After level 5, you will win every one of those fights if you play it correctly. Your first ability, continuous damage. Your second ability, you can tank everything. Your ultimate gives you bonus attack damage. And the big healing. You will win the fight. You'll simply win the fight. As long as your ADC uses his hands to just basic attack and do at the very least something, you will always come out ahead in those fights, even if your ADC dies. And so the net value of this pick is always positive when you pick Mundo against the Thresh. Always. Always. So after you've upgraded your support item, you can see I'm playing a bit more like a normal Mundo, you could say. Of course, I'm going to defend my Ashe when she needs it, but I actually rotated to mid lane, and it's fine for me to take farm. and I can lane against a lot of enemies. Like Kazarin is never going to be able to do anything into me. Literally never. I'm even ignoring him. I'm taking the turret shots just to proc my demons. Look, I'm baiting him. Look, I'm baiting him. Then I ult right after he ults, and I'm gonna kill him. This was bait. Like, I didn't ult. I let myself get to low HP. Because the new Mundo ultimate instantly gives you bonus health based on your missing HP. So you want to get to a very low amount of HP. You can bait enemies like that. And then right when they go in, you have to be careful though. You need to use it immediately. Because if you don't use it, you can die before your ultimate activates. Be careful of that. Instantly activate it. And then the enemies are in trouble. Because they've engaged on you thinking they can kill you. But it's over for them. Here I'm probably going to ignore whatever goes on. Yeah, I'm going to ignore him again. I'm ignoring the turret as well. And I'm just fighting him. Look at how much damage I'm doing, guys. Just look at this. Boom. The lower the enemy gets, the less damage you do, by the way. So the whole point of Mundo is to chunk enemies down. I have my ultimate though. Look, I'm not ulting. I'm not ulting. You need to know your boundaries. I knew he wouldn't kill me. Look, I want to bait him again. Look, this is so sneaky. Like, he probably thinks like, okay, I can maybe kill him. And then when he jumps on me, you know what time it is. Look, look, look. This is all baiting what I'm doing right here. I'm like really baiting the enemy. I didn't want to take the heal because I wanted to go back. But Orianna insisted. So, you know, I'm stepping up. I can buy a full item. So I really want to go back. I'm pretty sure I will get a Thorn Mill. This game 100% Thorn Mill. Because with a Thorn Mill, Volibear will not be able to do much against me. And Set also heals. But especially Volibear. At this point, I should be able to 1v1 the Volibear. Because of the Thorn Mill. And they are pretty heavy AD, so the armor from Thornmill is great. Let's see. I should be the one to engage, because I'm the tank of my team. So just like a Giga Chat, you know the Patrick Bateman meme? I'm just walking right in. Look, right in. I'm not afraid of anything. Another tip that I have for you as a Mundo. I see a lot of players that kind of struggle with how to use the Mundo's second ability. That was a misclick on my flash, by the way, but a lot of people struggle with, like, when do I use my second ability? Like, what is the right moment? A lot of people just randomly activate the second ability in the middle of the fight whenever it is available, right? Like, I'm pretty sure most players play Mundo like this. So let me tell you an important aspect about the second ability. When you use your second ability, I want to tell you, you shouldn't care about the damage it does. You shouldn't care about your second ability in a way to do damage. Never see this ability as a damaging ability, even though it's a damaging ability. See this ability as sort of a tanking ability, okay? Because the whole point of this ability is, like, it's gonna take a portion of the damage you took during your second ability, and it's gonna heal you right back up. So when do you want to use it? When there is a lot of damage coming to you. So for example, the moment I'm about to engage in a 1 versus 4 situation, even though there's no enemies directly around me, so my second ability won't do damage, I will activate my second ability, guys. I will activate it because all the upfront damage I take is going to be healed right back up. So even though I won't do, like, look, if I'm going to take the Jhin 4th shot, I'm probably going to use my second ability. Because then I can engage, heal up, you know, etc, etc. Right before you engage, activate the second ability and tank all the damage like a Giga Chat. Or right before the enemy Galio, for example, ulted you, right before that, instantly activate your second ability. Okay? That's when you want to use it. So thinking about it, I want you guys to pay attention to how I am using it. Look, I'm not really afraid. Look, I'm not really afraid. Now, you see? Now, what an amazing timing. I am still dead, but the timing of the second ability activation was perfect, okay? Just wanted you guys to take a look at the second ability activation right there. That's how you want to time it. I died because I got set ulted right back into oblivion and they just killed me. I mean, I'm not that tanky yet. You know what I mean? I am very tanky, don't get me wrong, but I'm not that tanky yet. We're not at that stage of the game yet. Wow. Man, that video is still in my head. Actually, damn. Never thought, you know, I would be a bit of an emotional wreck at some stage. I'm not very You know, it's not like it hurts me or anything, but wow. It's like, it's a big hit, you know what I mean? Seeing stuff like that. Oof. Cruel world. Cruel, cruel world we live in sometimes. Really, really cruel. Oof. Alright. Look at that. Every time he uses his first ability, I can punish him. You see? Like, as I told you, the wind-up time gives me an easy way to hit my first ability. Look, I'm just waiting. Look. I actually missed him. Maybe I was aiming for Jin right there. I don't know. Stoneplate, perfect. You see? Perfect Stoneplate. Stoneplate's second ability did, like, if you time all of these things perfectly, it will make your Mundo 2 times better, or 10 times better than like what it was before. Right here, yet again. Thresh cannot do anything. Look! Second ability was perfect. I survived because of my second ability. The healing that my second ability gave me allowed me to survive, and then my ultimate was perfect. And all of the tank, like, look, right here again, I'm engaging with my second ability. And it healed me for 183 HP. Like, if you just activate the second ability so well, it is so powerful. It is so powerful, rather than just trying to use it for damage. Never try to use it for damage, unless, of course, you're finishing off an enemy. Of course, then yes. But, like right here, I'm using it because in case he goes on me, you know, I want to be able to tank the damage. Ooh, he killed my Orianna, damn. Oh, I need to tank this ultimate. Like, look, here I'm gonna use it for damage, because I'm finishing him off. I'm probably gonna run down this Jin. Look, he thinks he can kill me, but I'm just gonna ult. I mean, get the hell out of my way, you know what I mean? Just get the hell out of my way. He would never kill me. Even if he was full HP, I would straight up kill him under the turret. Trying to take the blue, the red. Ah, he got it. Look, I just half-lifed him before jumping away. Just very brief, just very quickly half-lifed him before running away. Mundo is just so disgusting. This champion is just such a secret sauce champion. Besides Mundo's support, it's just secret sauce all over the place on Mundo. Sounds a little bit wrong, yet again, but I promise you I don't mean it in a wrong way. Of course, just checking bushes. I hit an enemy because it healed me up for 50 HP right there. You can actually see whether or not you hit an enemy. You can visually see it, or you can see it by, you know, whether or not you heal up after you use your first ability. Because if you don't heal up anything and it just costs you HP, you know you missed it. Like right here, I missed it. But if I heal up, I know I've hit something. Look, this time I hit a blue buff and I healed up. That's not a good second ability, by the way. Don't really like how I use that one. Oh, it's so funny when enemies think they can chase you. Right here, by the way, I'm probably just gonna ignore everyone and simply take a turret. Let's see. I'm indeed gonna ignore everyone and simply take a turret. Like, I don't care at all. Look at how I did 1300 damage with the Demolish. This is a very good second ability, by the way. Stoneplate and ult. It's not enough. I tanked for a very long time, but I would say it's fine, because I did get the turret. Now I'm building towards the Amaran Twin Guard. See, this is the stage where you become unkillable. If you finish the Amaran Twin Guard on Mundo, 4th item, unkillable. As you can see, I got a Divine Sunderer this game. Literally the perfect item. They're super tanky. Volibear, Thrash, Set, and we're not necessarily lacking damage, but it's just such a perfect item that I just have to go for it this game. I really have to. And the item did work, by the way. It did absolute work. You'll see. I mean, up until now, it's already doing work, but it's gonna do even more work. Even Kazarin has a lot of HP. Like, this is quite literally the perfect item right now. This guy's name is Shinigami. That's from an anime, Death Note. You know, the Shinigamis that show up. Why do I know that? I'm such a loser, man. I've watched way too much anime. I know way too much about anime. I'm joking. Anime is lit, guys. Oh, what a disgusting little hit on the Jin right there. We have so much bullying. Like, we really have so much, like me and Orianna, it's so much bullying, poking, you know what I mean? Such a strong composition that we have. Like, our comp is complete. Because we have finishing power, like the Pantheon and the Kayn. And we have poking power, which is me, Ashe, and Orianna. And we have sustain damage, which yet again is Orianna and Ashe. We have everything. We literally have everything. Look at how aggressive I'm oh, he caught him. He should just be dead. I didn't really need to flash, to be fair, but I just did it. Because I wanted to kill him fast and rotate to the Elder Dragon so the enemies wouldn't be able to get it. Boom. So much damage. Constantly my positioning is hella aggressive. My Kayn tried to teleport, but the set actually stopped him. See, the Volibear is smart. He's ignoring me. He's trying to go for the Orianna, but unfortunately for him, I'm doing quite a lot of damage. He's actually still alive, by the way. Yeah, now we get the Elder Dragon. We killed all of them. You guys need to see the stats at the end of the game, by the way. Not necessarily how much I tanked, because we all know I probably tanked the most damage. But I want you guys to look at the damage graph after this game. Just this one, you guys need to wait it out and watch. If you're normally leaving the video, you know, when the game ends, for this one, I really recommend you to stay and actually look at the stats. Just for this one. Okay, just trust me for this one. You know, trust me for this one. That's all I'm gonna say. Right here, I'm just throwing my first ability over the wall, and I'm gonna keep away anyone. I feel like this is the right decision because I don't want to get it stolen by anyone. So I'm just throwing my first ability over the wall just to help them take the Baron. And if anyone shows up, I'm gonna chase them and smack their ass. Jhin could be somewhere here. I know he's like somewhere here. But it seems like he went back. I have so much damage now. Look, he has no chance against me. He also has no chance now. Oh my god, the damage. Oh, he's dead. Kha'Zix actually do. Oh my god, Kha'Zix killed my Orianna. I do have ult. I still have stone play. I really tried to kill him right here. But unfortunately, he actually somehow survived. But I can just run down. I can run down the Nexus and end. But it seems like I want to have a little bit more fun with the Kha'Zix. But now I'm going to end. But okay, guys, don't leave the video now. If you're normally one of those people that is, don't leave now. Don't leave. Okay? Don't. I'll be mad at you if you leave right now. Because we're going to take a look at the graph. Or not the graph. The how much damage I did and everything like that. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I was the MVP, of course, this game. But let's take a look. I did 44,000 damage, guys. And I tanked 44,000 damage as well. Just look at these stats. And say to yourself that Mundo support is not completely broken in the right scenario. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hashtag secret sauce. And I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.